In store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dragons of Buenos Aires.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Young on 3rd down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8. Now Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. When you look at this defense, against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Second and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A play fake. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they just get the play off. Now Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick-6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Young.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs.
Oh, Young loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Young will set to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on him. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Young now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Young. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Now for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get it inside the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Young off the play fake.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That is caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson will throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scoring to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
The
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
There he goes, left side. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Robinson up the middle.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Young.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Hunter Henry. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get this up past the 45 and the 47. Wilson. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, Young. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Bring it in.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got a man complete. And what a big-time play there. 53 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action now. Wilson.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
2nd and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Wilson.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Marquise Bell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Young here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Young to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Wilson.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.